Watcher. What would you do? I-24 News Bureau Chief Steve Langford tells us about a family who is actually living through this nightmare. Steve?
David, talk about caveat emptor. No one told this family when they bought the place that it was being targeted by some sick scribe. And 3 years in, the police don't seem to have a clue who's sending these evil threats.
At this seemingly lovely 6-bedroom home in Westfield, New Jersey, a sense of dread the moment the mail arrives.
I would be afraid.
A series of menacing letters has been sent here from someone calling him or herself the Watcher.
I think it's crazy. Someone's really crazy. They're sick in the head.
I am in charge of the house, the writer declares in one dispatch addressed to the owners of the home. Who am I? I am the Watcher and have been in control of the house for the better part of 2 decades now, the poison penman or woman proclaims. I am pleased to know your names now and the name of the young blood you have brought to me, the chilling missive continues. All of the windows and doors in the house allow me to watch you and track you as you move through the house.
That is scary. Yeah, that's quite scary.
It scared the homeowners straight out of this place, too frightened to even move in with their young children after getting their first letter only days after closing on the house 3 years ago.
The latest letter to arrive from the Watcher, even worse, according to the homeowner's attorney, who won't reveal its exact contents, but is saying it contains specific threats and is even more derogatory and sinister than any of the previous letters.
This is very odd. Like someone's got a grudge, maybe.
Local police and postal authorities are said to be investigating while the homeowners have filed a lawsuit against the people they bought the house from, claiming the sellers had also received a creepy letter but failed to disclose it.
My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s, my father in the 1960s. It's now my time.
For some locals, hearing the Watcher's actual threats is just too much.
Who has the bedrooms facing the street? I'll know as soon as you move in.
Okay, I'm good. I don't need to hear anymore. Thank you.
Still others seem to sense an opportunity, like this young woman who says her mother has always had her eye on the place.
Yeah, she really wants to live in that house someday, but...
Even with the guy sending these kind of letters?
I mean, it's not... It's something that is not going to really affect us.
In fact, the homeowners have managed recently to rent the place to tenants who are apparently able to live with the knowledge that someone known as the Watcher has conveyed terrifying thoughts like, and now I watch and wait for the day when the young blood will be mine again. As for the mail carrier,
what do you think of all this?
Crazy.
Crazy indeed. Steve, I got to ask you about the one young girl I saw in the piece with the green hooded sweatshirt who talked about her mom has always had the eye and it won't affect us. She seemed to give it away, maybe? Is it any suspicions on her or anybody else?
One would never want to make any judgment on somebody who was kind enough to talk to us on the street.
Especially when they're in our viewing audience.
Yes.
But do they have any ideas? Do the police have any leads? Is anybody guessing what's going on? I mean...
Oh, there are all sorts of guesses. And in fact, when you look at the language, we're talking about somebody who's fairly sophisticated, writes well, too well.
By young blood, they're referring to young people in the house, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's creepy. And apparently the latest letter is worse.
So they can clearly see who's going in and out of the house. I mean, they're able to pick up details to be credible.
Right. So is it a neighbor?
Wow. And the name of the town?
Westfield.
Westfield. Okay.